Today, Sam Darnold returns to the place his NFL career began, but as our starting quarterback this week after the injury in Week 1 to Trey Lance. Darnold did play most of the game in Week 1. The pass game didn't really click very well, but this will be his first start since his days in Carolina. He has bounced around the league looking for a new home. He's been a backup in Buffalo, San Francisco, now finds himself as QB1 of the Saints, as the injuries are starting to add up this year. We're not going to have Chris Olave today, and that means the offense is really going to have to change. Jacoby Pearman is set to start at wide receiver, but this is a team that really doesn't have a lot of business throwing the ball more than they need to. Pearman, though, can replace Chris Olave, at least in terms of the downfield speed threat. But our emphasis on offense will certainly be on the run. After running for over 200 yards in Week 1, my vision for this team is starting to show through. Alvin Kamara had a dominant return, and I really liked what I saw out of the tight ends in the running game, helping open up those outside lanes. He only made 2 catches, but Kevin Blackwell made a huge impact in the running game, and I expect him to be one of the better run-blocking tight ends. He's already, I think, way up there when you look at the run-block rating. So with a little experience under his belt, it's exciting to think about the player he could become. Now this week we're taking on the New York Jets, who did squeak by Buffalo in Week 1, with Tua Tagovailoa not doing a whole lot in his Jets debut. He only threw 17 times as they also relied on their running game, and there just wasn't much offense in a game that you expected there to be a bit more. When I think of the Jets, though, I think about their playmakers on defense. Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner. We don't want to mess with those guys. And they even drafted Simon Carter this year, one of the best safeties in the draft. This is a game where we got to keep the offense under control. And we're hoping the defense can also help out an offense that's now depleted. Tony Adams has a breakout chance as he faces his former team. We traded for him last year, and I like a lot of what I've seen. But I'd like to see a bit more playmaking upside in the passing game from him. We got Bryan Bresee getting an upgrade. Good to have him here leading the front 4. And we'll see if he can help apply some pressure to Tua Tagovailoa, making his second start with the Jets. And we're about ready to get this one underway. Welcome into Week 2, everybody. The Saints come in 1-0, looking to make it a hot start here, going on the road. And off we go. Jets up first in this one, and it's taken out of the end zone from 1 yard deep across the 20, and the tackle made near the 24-yard line. Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall are still the top playmakers for this Jet offense. And on first down, rolling right, a dump off from Tua, caught by Mecole Hardman. Jets offset eye, and the first run to Breece Hall. He tries the right side and gets a couple, as we have another Saint shaken up. 4 players listed out this week, and now the nose tackle Justin Medlock's going to exit. The number 1 nose tackle, Aleem McNeil, is already out this week, as the pass is caught by Hardman, sprinting across the 40, and the Jets get a big pickup to about midfield. They have Garrett Wilson slot left on first down, and Tua throws his way. Caught by Wilson in Saint territory. The Jets start 3 for 3 in the air. Already into field goal range as Hall carries, and that's Bryan Bresee. If he can really step up his run defense, that's going to give him a really good chance at a big payday one day. Here's a screen now, and Hall's got blocking as he works his way out to the first down marker to the Saint 22. Good opening drive for the Jets, and now a hit from Bolden on Hall as he goes nowhere. The areas of concern for this defense were to shore up the running game and third down play as Tua connects inside the 10. Tight end Marquise Jones, the rookie, is down to the 5. A 15-yard gain. Jets set up goal to go. Toss out to Hall. Hit and falls ahead. That's Eric Kendricks on the tackle. They go with their goal line personnel. Fake from Tua. Out to his right, throws it away. Bringing up third down. Just trying to keep him out of the end zone. Tua back to pass. Hit and dropped by Brian Bresee. Another impact play on this drive as the Saints defense gets off the field. And it's about time now to see Sam Darnold make his first Saints start. I'll admit last week did not go well whatsoever. He's got to play much better. We won. We got to play better, though, to win this week. Starting with the run. No surprise, it's Alvin Kamara. All the way outside. He gets 11. First down. Reggie Gilliam is in the game. And they'll run his way to the left. And Kamara cuts it downhill for about 5. 161, though, in his first game as a 30-year-old starting running back. Third straight carry. Has a lane opened up, and he's out to midfield. Alvin Kamara picking up where he left off last week. Great block here from Luke Rowe, who also had a phenomenal game last week. Gilliam helping lead the way. Play action. Darnold, he throws it, and it's caught. Reggie Gilliam covered by Sauce Gardner. I bet he hasn't covered a fullback too many times. It is a gain of 5, and now back to the run. Block from Gilliam, and the edge is opened up. First down, Alvin Kamara. All the tight ends we added this year offer a boost to this running game, and it's already paying off. Started right, and then cutting left is Kamara. He's held to a minimal gain this time. On second down and 9, they bring in Kendre Miller. He cuts it downhill and is taken out at the 32. They want to run, but eventually you have to show you can pass. Sam Darnold dumps it outside, and Kamara's taken down at the 29. So they run until they can't run any longer, and the drive stalls. 46-yard try now for Blake Groupie. And this game is all tied up after one drive each. Getting the defense back out there at the 20-yard line. Jets start with a Breece Hall carry. He's got daylight. Gets outside, and Tony Adams may have just saved a touchdown. But it is a gain of 17. Going full house pistol here. Throw back to the Minnesota Dynasty. Tua to the outside. Marquise Jones shrugs off Jabril Peppers. It is a gain of 8. Got 2 of the better rookie tight ends here in this game, it appears. Play action. Watch out! Tua loses it! And diving onto the Elijah Vera Tucker keeps it for the Jets. But welcome back to James Houston, who missed week 1, and he knows he's not going to get through Mekhi Becton. There is a bit of a size difference, but he gets around him. 3rd and 15, and Tua slings it to Lazard. First down. Somebody's got to get deeper there. That coverage is way too loose in the middle. Here's second down. It's dished out to Jones, and that is Adams on the stop. The Saints will try again on this 3rd down. They do bring pressure. Tua's got time, and Jones makes the catch again. He's down to the 1. And this is one of the issues if you want to walk up the linebackers and bluff. They're now having to backpedal so much further if they're to get to the landmark. And James Bolden hasn't shown he can do that. It is Hall. Stuffed. That's where Bolden's good. He's great moving forwards, not so much moving backwards. Handoff. It's the fullback, and he's in for the touchdown. Derek Watt has the game's first touchdown. It's 10-3 New York. We've only had 3 possessions thus far, and all 3 have generated points. Saints ball, they go 2 tight ends. Throwing on first down, and Darnold gets blasted by the rookie Simon Carter. Never saw him off the edge. Here's where running teams get into trouble. When you fail on first down, you have to change your plans. Catch and run, Jacoby Pearman only gets a couple. 3rd down and long. This is not what we're built for, especially today. Darnold has time. floating right to the rookie, Kevin Blackwell. First down. There's a very short list of tight ends that can block and also be vertical threats. Here is Kamara with a good run up the middle. Trying to get things back on their schedule now. It is a Kamara run. A little bit shy, but third and short. Two tight ends, a fullback in. Kamara up the middle. Hit and dropped by Simmons. He didn't get there. Fourth down, Saints. Hey, if you want to be a running team, you've got to be willing to go for it in these spots. They will. Gilliam never had a chance. He is stopped. They were ready for it. Will McDonald on the play, shaken up, and the Jets take over on downs. Under 4 to go in the first half. Incomplete for Garrett Wilson. Saints getting 4-man rush. Pass incomplete for Allen Lazard. Tony Adams on the coverage. But here's that pesky third down again. They bluff again. Tua right by the linebackers. Allen Lazard, first down. Again, you walk up the linebackers. They now have to travel further. So if they're going to try to get to the second or third level, you really don't want to walk those guys up. First down. Tua to his right. A good throw to his non-dominant side. Again, Lazard, who's had a busy first half. Play fake. Working left and thrown down is Tua. And that's the rookie, Paul Redman, who is in because the two defensive tackles ahead of him are injured. 3rd and 10. Tua scanning. Tries the middle, shy of the marker. It is caught. And the Saints will use their first timeout. And it looks like the Jets want to go for it. It is a full yard to go. Tua looks to throw. And it's complete inside the 10 to Xavier Gipson. And the Jets aren't done quite yet. Burning up time, looking to get 6. Here's a run. Room inside the 5. And Donovan Monk has a good pickup. But it looks like he's now going to have to leave the game. Spread out for Tua on second down. Taken off. He'll do it himself. Touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. No touchdown passes yet as a Jet, but he does have them up. 2 scores here with 1:08 to go. Pearman's going to take it from 1 yard deep. Looking to the middle. Lost the ball. He coughed it up, and the rookie Carter takes it. A turnover on downs, a touchdown, and an immediate fumble on the kick return. It's getting out of control here. Tua's pressured. Has an open man. Garrett Wilson inside the 10. Tua is 15 for 18. Getting real comfortable in his second game. Over the middle now, and incomplete. Eric Kendricks almost intercepted that one. Could have used that. On third down, Tua feels pressure and throws it away because the coverage was good. And the Jets will have to bring out the field goal team this time. But it's a first half they have mostly dominated. And the one thing you fear as a team that wants to run the ball is going down multiple possessions like this. How long can you actually stick to your plan when you're staring at a 17-point hole? Saints are in some trouble. Let's take a look at some games around the league. Miami at Carolina this week, and it looks like they are tied going into half. Ramon Cruz, 2 touchdowns, as the newest starting quarterback of the Dolphins. And then we got the Bucs and the Falcons. It's a shame they both couldn't lose this one, but Tampa Bay does beat Atlanta 21-13 as they get their first win after losing to us in the opener. It's been a good start for Tua Tagovailoa. We've gotten pressure at times, but he's had plenty of clean pockets. He shredded us on third down, and it's a long way to go for the former Jet starter. We start with a play fake on first down. Darnold floating right to A.T. Perry. A big hookup near midfield as he was all by himself. They really need a good start to this second half, and now get it to Pierman as he picks up around 8. So not going to their traditional runs to start the drive, but now they will get it to Kamara, who gets first down yardage. 3 receivers in, KJ Osborne, and it's Kamara right up the gut that time, and Williams takes him down. Looking to the left and flying in to make the stop. That's Simon Carter. He takes down Kamara. It's third down. And they still run it. Great job by Luke Rowe, leading the way for Kendre Miller as the Saints get to the 22. Darnold connects with Osborne on a 9-yard catch. Down to the 12. Now it's Miller inside the 5. And Ruiz helping lead the way. Going with tempo now. Miller caps it off. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the drive we've been waiting on. And we'll see now if they can keep this a game. The defense has to play much better in the second half as well. Jets going empty. Here's Tua. That's caught. Ball's on the ground, and then it's recovered by Jones, who had lost it. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Jets. Empty for Tua. Has time. Incomplete for Marquise Jones. That was Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the coverage. Right to boot this one back now. Saints get it back quickly. Jabril Peppers handling punt returns this week. Because Jacoby Pierman's now starting at wideout, we've reduced his special teams workload. But it looks like on the return, JOK, he is shaken up and he's going to exit. That would be a big loss. They fake it, and Darnold dishes out to Josh Oliver, the veteran tight end, a gain of 8. He's getting his hands dirty in the run game as well. Blackwell in the second level helping lead. And Kamara has first down yardage. I'm telling you, you put 2 tight ends next to Ryan Ramczyk, it's almost unfair. Off the fake now. And Darnold gets rid of it, throwing over his receiver's head. That's his first incompletion. He is 7 for 8. Kamara stacked up and could not break through. They get nothing on second down. What's the call here? Need the Jet 40. Darnold in trouble. It's Carl Lawson. And the Saints are going to have to punt this back. 10-point game here in the third. Tua, quick and cut by Garrett Wilson. Now they go with 2 tight ends. Play fake and nearly picked off. He threw it right at the Saints defense. It'll be 3rd and 2. Hall carries and he finds some space. It's a first down. Just 32 yards on 8 carries for Breece Hall. He checks out on second down, and that's caught. Wilson in front of Tommy Tomlinson. Jets getting into favorable third downs. But now we got some pre-snap movement, and this is going to back them up. And we've seen them do well, especially throwing over the middle on these third downs. Have the Saints adapted yet? Tua bails out of a clean pocket, firing to Lazard inside the 35. A sliding grab for first down yardage. Lazard for 98 yards on the day. Hall tries the right side, spins away, breaks a tackle, and still fighting as he's taken out around the 15. The Jets starting the fourth quarter in field goal range. They go to Hall. He's got blocking, gets to the outside, touchdown New York. And the Jets go up 3 possessions once again on the Breece Hall touchdown. It has not been the return to New York Sam Darnold was hoping for. The Saints down 3 possessions. They've got to start throwing it more. And it's Pierman for a short gain. They have kept it really simple. Darnold is 8 for 9. They're going to have to open things up, though. He tries it here on second down and leads Pierman out of bounds. Good coverage on the play from the Jets. 3rd and 3, they will run. And working to the edge is Kamara, first down. And now they're going to go with tempo. Shotgun Darnold, inside give. Here's Kamara as they keep the run game a part of their comeback efforts. 3rd and inches. Darnold, quick throw. Good catch, A.T. Perry. First down. They've made it to the Jets' 37. Darnold has time, but misses. A.T. Perry. That was about the easiest look they've given him today. 3rd down now for the Saints. Have to get to the 27, and Darnold's not going to get there. He's sacked by Quinnen Williams, and it's 4th down Saints. They have no choice but to let it rip here. Long way to go. Gotta protect. Sam has time, and Perry makes the catch. He beats Sauce Gardner, and he's down to the 23. This drive isn't over. They'll stay empty. Darnold steps up and shows off the speed. He gets 8. Trying to play with tempo as they get closer. Kamara to the edge as Gilliam leads the way. Touchdown, Saints. It's Alvin Kamara's first rushing touchdown since year 1 of the series, after missing so much time last year. So it's a 2-score game. You look to have 3 possessions here. You know you've got to keep him out of the end zone, score every time you get it, and Breece Hall gashes them again. He had that big touchdown, a good run leading to it. Now they got Tua under pressure and sacked by Kendricks. He chased him down for a loss of 12 as Mekhi Becton is now shaken up. James Bolden lining up as a safety on 3rd down as Breece Hall gets nowhere on the screen. 5.5 minutes to go. You want to score here in about 3 minutes or so and preserve your timeouts. Handoff. Kamara, not much. They're still trying to run, even though the clock is telling them to pass. Play action. Rolling out to the right. Caught. And a first down. Alvin Kamara as he gets out of bounds. 2 receivers left on 2nd down. Deep drop. Darnold through the hands of Kevin Blackwell. Incomplete. 3rd down here. It's 4-down territory. Darnold throws it short. KJ Osborne close to the marker. And they'll have to go for it again. Do you think about running here? It's 4th and 2. Pressure coming. And down goes Sam Darnold. They did a good job disguising that they would be blitzing. And they had Terrell Edmonds off the edge. The Jets take over. 3 minutes to go in the game as they lead by 10. Breece Hall inside. It's Eric Kendricks on the tackle. From here, it's a 51-yard field goal. Setting up a screen. Pass incomplete as they rush to a quick. And it looks like, because of the wind, they're going to go for it here instead of try a field goal. Or punt. 4th and 4. Tua throws, and it's broken up by Bolden. Incomplete. So the Saints aren't done yet. Fighting to the end here. 2:15 to play. Darnold under pressure. He heaves it right to Pearman. It's caught. Got it by Simon Carter. That's at the Jet 45. They still have their timeouts. Rolling. Off the mark as Pearman had running room. Showing pressure. But here's the motion as they flip it forward. It's KJ Osborne. Gain of 6. They're not using timeouts. Down to 1:32 now. Jets bluff again. It's dumped off. And Kamara won't get there. So they're 1 for 2 on 4th downs today. Actually, 1 for 3. They're going to go for it again. Darnold has time. That's caught. Alvin Kamara keeps the drive alive. And they hurry up again. But now you're down to 50 seconds. 3 receivers. Darnold buying time. and throws it away. 43 to go. And now they're motioning on the field goal team. So they want their points now. They have 3 timeouts. Blake Groupie hits the kick. So now they'll try an onside, but they have timeouts to potentially get the ball back. So can they get the ball on the near impossible onside kick? They won't this time, and that's Terrell Edmonds, who had the big sack earlier. So now they're at the 39. First down ends the game. Handoff. Hall dropped immediately by James Bolden. Loss of 2. Handoff Hall. Stutter step and stopped by Adams and Kendricks. So third down. One more timeout. Hall met by Rayburn, and they use their final stoppage. They will get the ball back, and the Jets look to punt here. It's risky if you miss a field goal. They're going to let Ryan Wright kick this one, and it will sail out of the end zone. So at least 20 yards there given to the Saints. 80 yards to go in 22 seconds, though. It's not an easy proposition. 5 wide. Here's Darnold to the sideline and cut by Kevin Blackwell. 13-yard gain. The clock stops. Now they motion Blackwell to the left. Darnold has time again. Fires boundary. Caught. Jacoby Pearman to the 46. So that didn't take long to get near midfield. You can get to the end zone here. Here's Sam Darnold. 8 dropping in coverage. He loads up, and Quinnen Williams will end the game. The Jets' first-round pick in 2019 sacks the Jets' first-round pick in 2018, and the game is over. Jets win. A good attempt by the Saints late, going down 3 scores and still making it a 1-possession game with a slim chance to tie it. I knew this was going to be a really difficult game, missing Trey Lance, missing Chris Olave, and the players that have already been banged up defensively. Then you lose a couple more in the game. I felt like in the first half we just dug too much of a hole. And when you have a sequence where you fail on 4th down, allow a score, fumble the kickoff, allow a score, it's just too much for one team to overcome when they're playing undermanned like this. But even if you lose, you hope you can find positives to take out of it. It's a long season. You're probably not going to win them all anyway. But I feel like, we got a good idea of how this offense is supposed to look. We kept it easy, high percentage throws, some catch and runs. Just don't make mistakes. Stay on schedule. Let your run game do their job. And, we didn't do that throughout the game, but we had periods where you knew what the team should look like. So, Sam Darnold, 20 for 27 today, just over 200 yards. Thought he played all right, helped us, manage the game, and he didn't make any big mistakes or inaccurate throws. This is kind of the result you expect here. I could see us being touchdown dogs going on the road of a game like this, and we lose by 7. Defensively, I like to see us just do a little bit more with the secondary. I think the talent's there. We can certainly make more plays than we have. But they're isolating guys like James Bolden, who really shouldn't be playing some of these key coverage snaps and the roles that I'm asking him to play. But at least we're getting healthier, and next week we're going to see Aleem McNeil come back. And we're also going to have the debut of first-round pick Juan Beard. Wasn't the most popular selection, so there is some work to do, but I believe in the talent. I'm excited to see if Juan Beard can help make an impact here or there. And now, I wanted to take a look at some other things going on around our league this year, and there are some teams with new quarterbacks that are playing really well. Tyler Huntley has hit the ground running with the Raiders. He already has 2 4-touchdown games, as the Raiders are 2-0. Meanwhile, the Dolphins replaced Tua Tagovailoa, and they did so with Ramon Cruz in his second year. He's got a strong arm, you never know where the ball's going to go, and he has a 3-interception game and a 3-touchdown game. So who knows who the Dolphins even are yet. Alvin Kamara currently leads the NFL in rushing with 272 yards. I think he's got a chance at the rushing title this year if he stays healthy. But the leading receiver this year is a surprise. The first receiver selected this year is Courtney Bryson, and he has already become one of the top receivers for the Steelers. He went for over 100 against Baltimore, 90 in the loss to New England this week. Excited to see if that will keep up. And the rookie for the Browns, Sebastian Dickerson, is also among the most productive receivers so far. Now, we're going to get the Lions next week. They're 0-2. I know they're built in the trenches, so that does concern me with their running game. And I think that, it's still a pretty good roster here that's a couple pieces away. Now, before I wrap up today, I did want to show you. This is exactly what I do when I'm looking to import sliders and make some changes, or if I download a new patch for Madden. It's a buggy game, but this is something I've been doing for a long time because I notice it straighten out some things when the game just doesn't quite feel right. So I go into my files and delete my profile and immediately dashboard. That will make it so when I reload Madden, it's like I'm loading it up again for the first time. So you don't want to back out of that menu or it will resave your profile. But if you delete your profile, close the application and reopen, now it's like my first day playing Madden. My franchises are still there, my other files are still there. So I just have to put my settings back in and then load my slider files, which I always use Mat 10 sliders and maybe a couple tweaks here or there. And I have to import my penalty settings and my volume control. Like, it does take a couple minutes, but this entire process probably takes around 5 minutes in total. I do it if I have to make a change, if there's an update, or if I feel like the game just isn't quite right. Players' animations are looking weird. There are some odd interactions in coverage or blocking. I know what it looks like. I can maybe point out the next time it's a bit more egregious. But then I import my sliders from the main menu into franchise. I always do that. I don't like to make changes here within franchise mode. And then this is kind of more of an optional step, but I do this just to make sure the animations are looking good and that the game feels, as it should. So I go into practice mode within franchise and just run a couple plays. I don't think you really need to do this, but I just do, and because it works, I keep doing it, I guess. So I did do this process before today's episode, as I wanted to edit the injury setting. Now, after those practice plays, I save the file, and then I close the game one more time and reopen it. And I remember doing like a preseason stream where, things didn't feel quite right with the game. I just closed the application, reopened, and the next preseason games we got were significantly better than the first. It's just what I do. I don't know, the science behind it. I don't think it's placebo because I've done it for years and I notice, when the animations and stuff aren't quite right and this will fix it up. I think a profile reset just kind of cleans up the game and gets you to where it should be, I guess. But that's it for today, everybody. More Saints franchise coming your way this week. Hope you're enjoying the start of year 3, and there's a lot more on the way. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.